In Greek mythology, Sisyphus was condemned by the gods to roll a boulder up a mountain for eternity, only to watch it roll back down each time he neared the summit. But what if Sisyphus wore a necktie? What if his boulder was made of spreadsheets, meetings, and deadlines? And what if, just maybe, there was a secret to finding peace in this seemingly endless cycle? Meet Alex. Every morning, Alex arrives at their desk to find the same tasks waiting: reports to file, emails to answer, problems to solve. And every evening, Alex leaves knowing that tomorrow the stack will be full again. The inbox will be flooded again. The cycle, unbroken. The French philosopher Albert Camus wrote, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy. But how? How do we find contentment in repetition, meaning in mundanity?" The weight of Sisyphus's boulder wasn't just physical. It was the weight of knowing his task was pointless, endless. For many of us, the modern workplace can feel the same way. We push our projects forward only to receive new ones. We clear our inbox only to watch it fill again. We solve problems only to face new challenges. But what if the problem isn't the repetition itself? What if it's how we see it? Camus suggested that Sisyphus found freedom in acknowledging his fate and choosing his attitude toward it, in accepting the boulder as his own. When we shift our focus from the repetition to the small variations within it, the subtle progress, the minor victories, the craft of our work, something changes. When we find meaning in the act itself rather than just its outcome, the boulder becomes lighter. The Japanese concept of shokunin, the artisan's mindset, teaches us that mastery comes through dedicated repetition. That dignity exists in doing ordinary things extraordinarily well. As we change our relationship with repetitive tasks, we also transform our environment. The mountain that once seemed only an obstacle becomes the very place where we dwell. And when we're present with our boulder, fully engaged with our task rather than wishing it away, time changes its character. There is a difference between pushing a boulder endlessly and building a cathedral stone by stone, even if the physical motion might look the same to an outside observer. Perhaps the gods thought they were punishing Sisyphus, but in choosing to find meaning in his task, in owning his boulder, Sisyphus found something the gods never intended: contentment in the present moment. The boulder still rolls back down, the inbox still fills up again. But when we find our own meaning in repetition, when we approach our tasks with intention rather than resignation, we might just discover that the purpose was never reaching the top of the mountain. It was becoming the kind of person who could carry the boulder with grace. So tomorrow, when you face your own boulder, remember Sisyphus. Remember that meaning isn't always found in the destination, but in how we choose to walk the path. And perhaps, like Sisyphus, you too might find yourself strangely, unexpectedly content, even as you begin again. This has been Timeless Tales, where we explore how ancient stories illuminate our present challenges. If you found meaning in this story, consider subscribing for more philosophical journeys through animation. Until next time, may you find purpose in your path, wherever it leads.